What is up, everybody? Welcome to 5 Picks in 5 Minutes from the Action Network. Remember, there's a link in the episode description with our bets so you can quickly and easily add them to your bet slip. I'm Chris Raybon. Got Grant Neefer and Kyle Murray with me. Grant, you're up first. Where are you going?
All right, first pick is Jake Browning over 32.5 passing attempts. The dude's going to check down a lot. This offense is not that complicated. It's pretty much get the ball to T. Higgins, get the ball to Chase Brown, get the ball to Jamar Chase. That's it. Browning, going back to 2023, threw the ball a lot. They're going to pass at the same rate. Going up against the Vikings, it's even more of an uptick for his passing attempts. Vikings last season had the highest pass rate against, and I think it was around 66.5%. So Browning's going to throw the ball a ton here. 32.5 is far too low. I'd hit this all the way up to 35.5, and I don't even mind laddering it all the way up to 40 if you want to at like 4 or 5 to 1 odds. So 32.5, far too low for Browning.
Yeah, they'll throw more screen game and things like that with Chase Brown. That's what they did last time. Browning was a starter, so that would just inflate his pass attempts as well. Kyle, where are you going?
Yeah, first pick for me, I'm looking at Breece Hall under 60.5 rushing yards. Brutal spot for Breece Hall matchup-wise. Tough Tampa Bay front 4, front 7. Obviously, Kalijah Kancey did get injured last week, but I still think they have a very tough run defense. I think it's going to be difficult for Breece Hall to be efficient on these carries, but I also think there's a real path to just lack of volume. Obviously, you have Isaiah Davis and Braylon Allen behind him. Yes, Fields is going to be out and miss this game. That is going to result in a few vacated rushing attempts, but overall, the game script, Jets being 6.5-point underdogs, I think it's just unlikely that we see 14, 15 plus carries for Breece Hall, and I don't like the odds of him being super efficient in this tough matchup, so I like the under 60.5 rushing yards. Also, don't mind parlaying this with Bucks minus 6.5 to cover them. That actually correlates pretty well, so that's where I'm going with my first pick.
All right, I'll go with the Packers-Browns first half under. These two teams have really been good on defense this year, especially in the first half. Both of them allowing under 4 yards per play. I think the Browns will run it a little bit more than they have now that they have Judkins, who I think is a step up from Sampson and Ford as a ball carrier. Grant, pick number 2.
Pick number 2, Rome Odunze for a TD plus 155, plus 150, depending on where you get it. This guy's a clear alpha in this offense. I was a little higher on Moore at the beginning of the season, but it's pretty clearly Rome right now. 3 TDs through 2 games, 3 red zone targets, leads the team, and he gets a matchup versus the Cowboy defense that just got absolutely crushed by Russell Wilson and neighbors. We thought they were going to be after getting rid of Parsons. They are, in fact, worse than that. So Rome should be able to have his way with this offense. Plus 155 for a TD is far too high.
Maybe we're all just too high on the Eagles offense. Maybe that was the real issue there. But Kyle, close us out.
Yeah, I'm looking at Trayvon Henderson under 6.5 rush attempts. Listen, I was super high on Trayvon Henderson coming into the year, and while I thought that the volatility of potential rushing work was certainly going to be up and down for Trayvon Henderson, I didn't quite expect it to be this bad, to where we saw Antonio Gibson doubling his carries in week 2, but now with Gibson being more of a factor in the ground game, obviously Ramondre is still clearly the number 1 in the rushing attack for the Patriots. There's just a lot of concern for the amount of upside for volume that Henderson can have in this offense. And I think at the end of the day, he has a clear role in this offense as a pass catching option, and that's where he's going to get a lot of his touches. So I don't see him being the guy to go out there and get 7, 8 plus carries yet. I do think he'll get there eventually in this offense, but here for the week 3 matchup, I'm taking the under on 6.5 carries for Henderson.
Yeah, just a crowded skill position room in that Patriots offense. All right, if you parlay Breece Hall, Rome Odunze, and first half under, you can get that about plus 720. That's going to do it for us on 5 Picks in 5 Minutes. For Grant Neefer and Kyle Murray, I'm Chris Raybon. Let's get this money.